Hey, SHEDEUR Sanders, Stephen A. Smith, and Trump, President Trump. So listen, I know y'all sitting here tripping like, SHEDEUR got drafted in the 5th round, but it's strange how I had already called out the NFL saying I felt like the teams that got together collectively and said, let's not, let's draft him. Let's show him what time it is. But that's just my opinion because I don't really know for sure because I wasn't in those offices. But how's the son from the Atlanta Falcons, coach or owner, gonna call SHEDEUR and prank call him and y'all are just cool with that? That's a violation in everything that I have ever seen before. And the cold thing, that's just like the father gonna try to act like he don't know nothing about it, but I ain't buying that. I really ain't buying that because if your son called and prank called, why would your son even do some stuff like that, knowing how serious the NFL is with reaching out to players and, targeting players for certain, like he knows better than that. So I know somebody put him up to that. Somebody in that family put him up to that. That was a prank that was well thought out, and that was a premeditated prank. But you see, Donald Trump said straight up. Donald Trump said straight up, the NFL has to be crazy not to draft SHEDEUR Sanders. And then all of a sudden, here comes the Cleveland Browns with the number 144th pick. Y'all can say what y'all want about Trump, but Trump the man, bro. Trump the man. I don't know how much influence he had on this, but Trump tweeted out, y'all got on X, y'all got to be crazy not to draft SHEDEUR Sanders. And I love Trump for that, man, because Trump seen what it was. And one thing about Trump, the reason why they don't like Trump, because Trump will bust people out. Trump ain't with the nilly dilly, bro. He ain't with the fuddy duddies. He with the real, man. He sucker ducking and dummy dodging, for real, for real. Trump tweeted out on X, y'all got to be crazy not to draft SHEDEUR Sanders. And then all of a sudden, here comes the Cleveland Browns with the number 144th pick, though, to pick SHEDEUR Sanders, man. This is crazy. This football stuff, they letting us know every day. And the cool thing about it, we so loyal to football. Like, we love football that much, and we seeing what's happening. We seeing, like, the stuff that's going on in football. It's like, a few people, they say, oh, why you saying that? Because it's true. This is what's going on. You see what's happening. You know this ain't right. You know they sending a message to Deion Sanders. I think it's more about Deion Sanders than it is SHEDEUR Sanders. Real talk. I think it's a real message, but now the president tweets it out. Stephen A. Smith is talking about it, and I said this before both of them. You go look at when Trump tweeted out the NFL's got to be crazy. You could go look at Stephen A. Smith when he said something. I've been tweeted out 2 days before them because I seen what it was, and I spoke my mind. I gave my opinion. Like, we put our heart and soul into football. We watch it. We go to the game, spend money for those billionaires to make all this money. And then that's how they repay us, though. Real talk. Ain't nothing you could do about it. There's nothing really you could do about it. But I'm happy SHEDEUR Sanders, excuse me, I'm happy SHEDEUR Sanders is drafted, though. I'm happy Shiloh got his action. He went undrafted, but he got signed to the Bucs, so that's a good thing. The 49ers picked up some nice picks. We picked up about 5 nice picks. The defense is calibrated and going to be something vicious. We probably going to be the number 1 defense again in the National Football League. But yeah, it's crazy. Trump just dropped a bar. And y'all can't stand Trump, though. Trump just dropped a bar. And remember, SHEDEUR Sanders is a black man. So while y'all saying, Trump is, is a that R word, you know, he always shining light and paying homage to black people. So, hey, I don't know what influence he had on the NFL picking SHEDEUR Sanders, if he had any at all, but he spoke on something that he thought wasn't right. And he told him straight out, you guys got to be out of your mind if you don't choose, if not drafted SHEDEUR Sanders. And then next thing you know, bingo. SHEDEUR Sanders was picked up, 144th pick, man. I really love this game, man, but I just don't like the way it's played sometimes. I can actually say I really love the game, but I just really don't like the way it's played sometimes. It's not played fairly all the time. But anyway, that's my take on today. Stephen A. Smith had a lot to say about the national, and I like how he put it. I like how he worded everything, and if the National Football League needs to be called called on some stuff. I mean, because it's you making it blatant where everybody can see it. Like, they not hiding it no more. They just putting it out in the forefront. You know, and I felt like they was treating him like Kaepernick. Like, without the kneel, he didn't kneel or nothing. He just believed in his brand. Like, the man came up with a brand. It's just like you coming up with a brand. They come up with the National Football League. You supposed to push your brand. Why would SHEDEUR not push his brand? Tell me that. Tell me why SHEDEUR shouldn't push his brand. Legendary. You supposed to push it. Deion Sanders pushes here. I believe. It is what it is. Man, I never seen a company that wanted to push somebody else's brand, not unless they wasn't true to their own company. If you start a company, that's what you starting it for, to push your own company. Period, point blank. And, you know, I'm gonna be watching the key. I really want to see what SHEDEUR gonna go over there and do with the Cleveland Browns. Like, for real. I want to really see what happens, because I really, you know, Deion Sanders had us watching Colorado. Man, I ain't never thought about watching Colorado football ever. I don't care how many bad, light-complected chicks they got out there. I ain't never thought about even thinking about watching Colorado Buffaloes football until Deion Sanders went over to that program. He revamped that program and came up with a lot of wins. See, that's one thing. You see, that's why they extended his deal. He came over there and turned that program around. He brought some staff in there, and he brought white people, black people, Mexican people. He brought everybody. Ain't no color lines with Deion Sanders. He brought the people who can help win. See, it ain't about color with Deion Sanders. It ain't about color with me. It's about getting the job done and who can do the job at the best of their ability. That's what you got to understand. You know, for SHEDEUR to get drafted in the 5th round and for him to be ranked as the top 3 quarterback, the top 3 spots in football and college football, how does this even happen? Man, listen, if you get any value, anything from this video, please push the like button. I need this video to circulate around. Please subscribe to my channel. You know, just give a shout out, you know, hit the notification bell so you can see when I post. I post every day, sometimes two times a day, but I guarantee I'm going to bring you something every day. And one thing that I'm going to bring you is the truth. I'm going to bring you the truth, and I'm going to bring you my opinion. If I don't really know what I'm talking about, I really don't talk about it, or I will let you know, hey, I don't know about this. Y'all do y'all research, but this is how I feel about that. But if you get any value from this content, please hit the like button so the video will circulate in the YouTube atmosphere. I'm just trying to get my channel on top and get it somewhere. I've been working hard, and I'm bringing you this stuff every day. Hopefully you like this stuff. I appreciate you for having me. See you tomorrow.